am I here with today?
Robert Herjavec from Shark Tank.
For those that don't know, what industry did you decide to pursue a career in?
I'm one of the biggest people in the world in cybersecurity and now AI.
But you've been in the business since like 1990 was when you started your first company.
I'm actually 95 years old, but I work out a lot. I look great. No, I've been doing it for a long time, since I was 21.
That was earlier in a time where there was a lot of doubt about the internet, about the future of cybersecurity. What did you see early on that made you want to pursue this business?
You can get rich by following a trend. You can get wealthy by creating a trend. So I got ahead of the cybersecurity internet world.
Did you come from a lot of money?
No, man. We were like very melodramatic. I came to Canada on a boat. My parents crossed the border in the middle of the night. I mean, it was just a classic rags through riches story.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom?
Great question. Cuban and I had this conversation one time, and Cuban said when he was 12 years old, he wanted to be rich. When I was 12 years old, I didn't want to be poor. That was my motivation. I think in life, you're either highly motivated, and I wasn't, or really bad stuff happens to you and you got to make a decision. Either you accept your life or you change.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Nothing changes unless you change.
I love that. That's a bar right there.
If you're not willing to do something different today, you're going to lead the life you had yesterday.
That's fire right there. So throughout your career, what was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
500 million. But that included the sale of a business and capital gains. On income basis, I probably 18 million on an income basis. But here's the key. You can get very rich making income. It's very hard to get wealthy making a big income. You got to have capital gains. You got to build something of value that you can sell.
Have you ever been fucked over in business?
Oh my God. My first company, I had this lady who worked for me. She quit and then she started crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm such a great boss. She's sad to leave. She says to me on the way out, your sales manager has a company on the side and he's stealing from you. He's bringing one order in and then putting another order into his own company. He was literally stealing from me for a year. I had no idea.
How do you deal with that when you find a cancer in the company? How did you address that at the moment, or maybe something you learned from that if somebody's dealing with a similar circumstance in their business that they're running?
Barbara told me this a long time ago. People assume when you're successful that you don't have bad days. Barbara said this to me. The difference between successful people and others is how long they wallow in misery. So what did I do? I felt really sorry for myself. I cried. I mean, I swear to God, I cried. I'm like, oh my God, I'm losing money. And you know what I did 5 minutes later? I said, fuck it. I just got to get up and I got to do it again.
It reminds me, Elon Musk says that entrepreneurship is like eating glass and staring into the abyss.
It's so true. You know, Elon said to me one time, I said to him, I heard a rumor that you're a micromanager. And he said, absolutely not true. I'm not a micromanager. I'm a nano manager.
As a multi-nine-figure entrepreneur, what is the best financial advice you've ever received?
Maybe very contradictory because I'm not a big investor in stocks and that. I mean, I have a lot of money in stocks, but real estate. Charlie Munger said to me one time, if you want to become rich in life, never sell a house. Always keep every house. I've never lost money on real estate.
Do you have to have a lot of money to start creating wealth in real estate?
No, you have to be able to hang on to it. So if you can hang on to a property for 10 years, for sure you'll make money. The problem is from liquidity if you have to sell it within 10 years.
Are you a good salesman?
Oh, I'm a great salesman.
Give me your best sales advice right here. You've been at the table with some very heavy hitters, but you sold to massive companies. Give me a quick sales masterclass right here.
Before I teach you to sell, tell me who I'm selling to. Biggest mistake people make in sales is they have a pitch and they apply that pitch to every single person. Before I open my mouth, before I tell you how great my product or I am, I got to know who you are. I got to know your need. Before you sell, find out the need.
What's more important in the business world, what you know or who you know?
What you know. Absolute bullshit. When I started out in business, my mom was a receptionist. My dad swept floors in a factory. Every person I knew in business said this bullshit advice to me. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And in order to make money, you need money. I was screwed. I was 23 years old, starting with nothing. If you don't know anybody, you got to become the person other people want to know.
Because successful people aren't just going to go spend their time with somebody. I always like to say that you want to network with successful people, become successful.
You want to network when you provide something of value. Build your own brand. Other people will come to you.